Welcome. You want to learn how to fix cars, trucks, and SUVs? All you have to do is follow 6 steps. Some of the steps are kind of easy and some of them are medium. Step number 1, you have to know the name of the component that you're testing. Step number 2, you have to understand what the component is supposed to do. Step number 3, it's good to understand how the component works. Step number 4, you have to understand how the component fails. Step number 5, you have to know how to test it. Step number 6, you have to know how to repair it. Okay, let's try it out. You have to know the name. What is it? Well, it's a blower motor. Well, what does it do? It blows. It's part of your climate control system in your vehicle. Fancy name for heating and air conditioning. How does it work? Well, it uses 2 permanent magnets and 1 electromagnet in the armature. When electricity runs through the armature, it becomes electromagnetic, and they now repel from the stationary permanent magnets, causing the rotation. There, we're halfway done. How do DC motors fail? The most common failure to a DC motor is that the brushes are going to wear onto the commutator. This is absolutely the most common failure of all DC motors. Blower motor, starter motor, wiper motor, window motor, lock motor. All motors are going to fail the same way. Number 5, how do you test it? Well, it's kind of interesting, a quick little trick on how to test a DC motor. Here is a short video on how to test a DC motor for failure. All DC motors work the same way. All DC motors are going to fail the same way. This happens to be a blower motor. I'm going to start by taking some voltage, 12 volts. Do I have voltage? Yes, I do. I connect it there. I connect it to the other one, and this guy should spin. This blower should be blowing, but it's not. And this is what I do to test a blower motor. All of a sudden it works. What's going on? Well, let me show you. Let me take you inside a DC motor. Inside all DC motors, we have what are called brushes. These brushes ride on the commutator. This is like a brake shoe and a tire. They're going to wear out. The brushes are going to wear out. Like, for example, these brushes, they about wore out as old mechanico. What does hitting do to it? Well, it shakes it to where it makes enough contact and it starts working, and then you can actually get a little bit out of it. I wish all the components were that easy to test. So, the last step, how do you repair it? Well, you get another one. You replace the faulty component. We don't repair any of these hardly anymore. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. And if you want to keep notified, well, hit that notice bell. And you know what I really like? Comments. I wake up every morning waiting to see the comments. Usually they're good. Some are making suggestions, and then you got your haters. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Thank you very much.